Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about boyce normal form, multivalued dependency and fourth normal form, joint dependency and fifth normal form. boyce normal form. boyce normal form or BCNF is an extension to the third normal form and is also known as 3.5 normal form. There are some rules for BCNF. For a table to satisfy the boyce normal form, it should satisfy the following two conditions. The first one is it should be in the third normal form. The second one is for any dependency A derives B, A should be a super key. In simple words, it means that for a dependency A derives B, A cannot be a non-prime attribute if B is a prime attribute. Here we have an example with a college enrollment table. Details with the student ID, subject and professor. In the table above, one student can enroll for multiple subjects. For example, student with student ID 101 has opted for subject Java and C++. For each subject, a professor is assigned to the student, and there can be multiple professors teaching one subject like we have for Java. What do you think should be a prime key? Well, in the table above, student ID, subject together form the primary key because using student ID and subject we can find all the columns of the table. One more important point to note here is one professor teaches only one subject, but one subject may have two different professors. Hence, there is a dependency between subject and professor here. Where subject depend on the professor name. This table satisfies the first normal form because all the values are atomic. Column names are unique and all the values stored in a particular column are of same domain. This table also satisfies the second normal form as there is no partial dependency and there is no transitive dependency. Hence, the table also satisfies the third normal form, but this table is not in boyce normal form. To make this relation satisfy BCNF, we will decompose this table into two tables, student table and professor table. Below we have the structure for both the tables. And now this relation satisfy boyce normal form. In the next tutorial, we will learn about the fourth normal form. Fourth normal form comes into picture when multi-value dependency occurs in any relation. There are some rules for fourth normal form. For a table to satisfy the fourth normal form, it should satisfy the following two conditions. It should be in boyce normal form. Second one, and the table should not have any multi-value dependency. So what is a multi-value dependency? A table is said to have multi-value dependency if the following conditions are true. First one, for a dependency, A derives B if for a single value of A, multiple value of B exist, then the table may have multi-value dependency. Second one, a table should have at least 3 columns for it to have a multi-value dependency. And third one, for a relation R of A, B, C, if there is a multi-value dependency between A and B, then B and C should be independent of each other. If all these conditions are true for any relation, it is said to have a multi-value dependency. Next, we are going to discuss about fifth normal form. Fifth normal form is also known as project joint normal form. It is a level of database normalization designed to reduce the redundancy in relational database. A relation is said to be in 5NF if and only if it satisfies 4NF and no joint dependency exists. A relation is said to have joint dependency if it can be recreated by joining multiple subrelations and each of the subrelations have a subset to the attribute of the original relation. Here we have a condition for a joint dependency. If a join of R1 and R2 over Q is equal to the relation R, then we can say that a joint dependency exists. When R1 and R2 are the decomposition R1 of P and Q and R2 of Q and S of the given relation R of P comma Q, comma S. R1 and R2 are a Loose's decomposition of R. Properties of 5NF. A relation R is in 5NF if and only if it satisfies the following condition. That is, R should be in 4NF. That is, no multivalued dependency exists. And second one, it cannot undergo looseless decomposition. That is, John dependency. And that's all. Thank you.